believes himself to be Santa Claus. In fact, this is the basis of the entire case against him. The state declares that this man is not sane just because he believes he is Santa Claus.
I believe that's a reasonable and logical premise for such a declaration, Mr. Gailey.
It would be, Your Honor, if you or I or Mrs. Mara here believed we were Santa Claus.
Anyone who believes he's Santa Claus is out of touch with reality. Of course he's insane.
Not necessarily. Your Honor, you believe yourself to be Judge Harper, yet no one questions your sanity because you are Judge Harper.
I know all about myself, young man. Mr. Kringle is the subject of this hearing.
I was only making a point, Your Honor.
And the point is?
I wish to clarify that if a person is the person he believes himself to be, just as you are, sir, then he's just as sane.
Of course, but he isn't.
Oh, but he is, sir.
Is what?
I intend to prove that Mr. Kringle is Santa Claus.
You're wasting the court's time.
This court hearing is adjourned until tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Fred, I read the evening paper and I'm worried. You seem to be fighting such a hopeless battle.
Actually, I'm rather confident. All publicity is working for us. Public sympathy is obviously behind Chris. I think we have a good chance.
Well, what about your law firm? How will they react to your taking this case?
Well, old Hank Slip, the senior partner, called me in this afternoon. Mr. Gailey, we are an old established firm with great prestige and dignity. Well, we can't have one of our junior members out on the street making a public spectacle of himself. Well, we're not in business to prove that some old crank is actually Santa Claus. In other words, unless I drop this case, they'll drop me.
Well, then you'll have to give it up, won't you?
I can't let a client down, and you wouldn't want me to walk out on Chris, would you?
Fred, I really care very deeply for you. I respect you and admire you for your courage in taking this on, but I don't want to see you lose your position.
It's true, I might.
Well, that would be irresponsible. People have to be realistic. I've certainly learned that. You can't give your job up on some sentimental whim.
More than just a whim, yours.
Stop dreaming, Fred.
There's something very beautiful about that old man, and very compelling, too. Representing Chris is the right thing to do, Doris, and I won't let him down. And I'm a pretty good attorney. Come on, Doris, have faith in me.
I do. But you're bound to lose this case. That's just common sense.
Doris, faith is believing in something when common sense tells you not to. Your problem is you have too much common sense.
Well, it's a good thing one of us has. It's quite an asset sometimes.
Can't you get over being afraid? Just let yourself believe in people. People like Chris, and in laughter, and joy, and love, and all the other intangibles.
You can't pay rent with intangibles.
And you can't live a life without them. Or at least I can't. I thought Chris and I had broken through your armor, Doris. I hoped you'd be ready to be more open-minded and open-hearted. Well, I guess there's no use in talking. We don't seem to have very many feelings or thoughts in common, do we?
I suppose not.
And I guess there's nothing left to say.
You know, it's ironic. With all my common sense, I really thought it was going to work out this time.
So did I.
Goodbye, Fred. No.
As my first witness, I call R.H. Macy.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please take the stand.
Are you Mr. R.H. Macy, owner of one of the largest department stores in New York City?
Yes, 51 stores nationwide.
Right, and is Mr. Kringle here one of your employees?
Yes,
Do you believe him to be sane?
definitely.
Do you believe him to be truthful?
Yeah.
Mr. Macy, you are under oath.
Mrs. Mara, you will have a chance to cross-examine the witness after Mr. Gailey is finished.
Perhaps I can ask Mrs. Mara's question for her. Mr. Mason, do you believe this man to be Santa Claus?
Yes!
Mara, you may step down.
Sawyer, you're fired!
As my next witness, I call Dr. Pierce.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? I do. Please take a stand.
Dr. Pierce, you are the resident physician at the Maplewood home, are you not? And you have known Mr. Kringle here for many years, is that right? Do you believe him to be Santa Claus? Would you mind saying that a little louder, sir? I would like the court to hear you.
Yes, I do.
Dr. Pierce, you are a man of science, are you not? Any scientific reason for your opinion?
Mrs. Mara, I must caution you again. You may question the witness after Mr. Gailey is finished.
Yes, Your Honor.
Dr. Pierce, did you make a Christmas wish? Did you express a Christmas wish to Mr. Kringle here several weeks ago?
Yes, I did.
What was it?
I wanted an x-ray machine for the medical facility at Maplewood.
And what arrived yesterday at Maplewood?
An x-ray machine.
Where did it come from?
The card said, "Merry Christmas from Chris Kringle."
Thank you, Doctor. You're a witness.
Dr. Pierce, lots of Christmas presents come with cards saying, "From Santa Claus." Do you know of any other possible donors?
No,
No, be careful, Dr. Pierce. This is a court of law where only logical testimony and actual facts can be submitted into evidence. Please tell the court, why do you think that such a very expensive machine could come from an old man with just a temporary Christmas job at a department store?
because he is the only one to whom I said anything about it. And when I expressed the wish, I said, if I get this x-ray machine, I'll know you're Santa Claus. And I got it, and I do.
Thank you. You may step down.
As my next witness, I call Jim Duncan.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please take a stand.
Mr. Duncan, you are a zookeeper at the Central Park Zoo, are you not?
Yes, I am.
Jim, tell us about Mr. Kringle here.
Chris has an amazing way with the reindeer. It is uncanny. I'm the antelope man at the zoo, and I have been for years, but I always had difficulty with the reindeer. The only time I can get near them is when they're being restrained. The same reindeer will walk right up to Mr. Kringle and eat out of his hand.
Objection. This is irrelevant and immaterial, not to mention ridiculous. Mr. Gailey is making a circus of this courtroom. Is he Gonna have the reindeer testify, for heaven's sake? There is no such person as Santa Claus, Your Honor. Everybody knows it.
Order in the court.
Your Honor, may I ask Mrs. Mara a question? Mrs. Mara, the witnesses here today have testified not only that there is a Santa Claus, but that he's sitting here in this courtroom. Did you offer any positive proof that there is no Santa Claus?
Well, of course not. And I'm not even going to try. This isn't a nursery. This is a New York State court. And we are wasting the court's time with this childish nonsense. Is there or is there not a Santa Claus? I ask His Honor for an immediate ruling.
This court will take a short recess to consider the matter.
All rise.
Look here, Henry. I don't care what you rule about the old whisker puss, but if you rule that there is no Santa Claus, start looking for a chicken ranch somewhere because I can't even get you to the primaries.
I am a sane person and a responsible official. I've taken an oath. How can I say there is a Santa Claus, Charlie? If I do, they'll have me derobed and try me for insanity.
Look here, Henry. Do you have any idea how many millions of dollars worth of toys are made each year? Toys that would not be sold if it wasn't for Santa Claus. Have you ever heard of the National Association of Manufacturers? How do you think they would like your ruling? How about all the people they employ? Union members. They're going to love you. They're going to say it with votes. And then you got the department stores, Christmas card companies. What about the Salvation Army? You've got a Santa Claus on every corner, and it's their biggest source of income. I'm telling you, Henry, if you rule there is no Santa Claus, you can count on getting just 2 votes. Yours and that Lawyer Mara's. Mara's a Republican.
All rise.
Please be seated. The question of Santa Claus is, by and large, a matter of opinion. Many people firmly believe in him. Many others do not. The tradition of American justice demands a broad and unprejudiced view of such a controversial matter. This court intends to keep an open mind. I will hear any evidence from either position.
Your Honor, I believe I have some further evidence. I called Jay Mara to the stand.
What, who, me?
Miss Janet Mara. Your Honor, may we skip the oath? Now, Janet, tell me, do you believe in Santa Claus?
Sure I do. He brought me a cell phone last year.
Oh, and what does he look like?
He said he'd ride over there.
Objection!
Overruled.
Now, tell me, Janet, why are you so sure that there is a Santa Claus?
Because my mommy told me so.
And Janet, you believe your mommy, don't you? She's a truthful person.
Of course, my mommy wouldn't tell me something that wasn't so.
Thank you, Janet. You may go.
Don't forget, a real beauty pageant step.
Your Honor, the state will concede the existence of Santa Claus. But, having so conceded, we ask that Mr. Gailey cease presenting personal opinion as evidence. The state could come up with hundreds of witnesses with opposite opinions. We want to shorten this hearing if at all possible. Therefore, we demand that Mr. Gailey present authoritative and tangible proof that Mr. Kringle here is indeed the one and only Santa Claus.
Point well taken, Mr. Claus. I'm afraid I must agree.
Your Honor, I am not prepared to present authoritative and tangible proof at this time. May I ask for an adjournment until tomorrow?
This court will stand adjourned until tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m.
All rise.
Oh, I'm afraid not.
He hasn't come for so long.
Susan, Mr. Kringle may never be able to come visit us again.
Why not?
Well, it's because he says he's Santa Claus.
But he has to be Santa Claus. He's everything Santa is supposed to be. Nobody can be like Mr. Kringle except Santa.
I wish you were right, dear. He's going to be very upset if people say he isn't Santa Claus.
Then I want to write him a letter to cheer him up. What's his address, Mother?
I'm not sure where he's staying, but I know he'll get it if we send it to New York State Courthouse, New York City. Let's go home. I'll help you.
Here's a new one. They write Santa Claus at the North Pole, the South Pole, here the postmaster, and every other way. But this kid writes to Mr. Chris Kringle at the New York State Courthouse, special delivery too.
The kid's right, you know. That's where he is. Don't you read the papers?
Sure, I read the papers. I mean, the papers I want to read, like the Brigadier Review.
They got him down there on trial, this Kringle guy. He actually claims he's Santa Claus, and some DA claims he's nuts.
So you mean there's a guy who really might be Santa Claus?
Well, a lot of people think he is.
Well, what's the matter with you, Luke? You ain't very bright today. This Kringle guy's a solution to our problems.
Well, huh. Gee, why didn't I think of that?
Order a special big truck. Order a couple of them. Get them over here right away. All this Santa Claus mail we got lying around here.
You got it, Allie.
Henry, the Santa Claus case is explosive. They're writing blazing headlines around it.
Yeah, I know, I've seen the papers too.
So, what are you going to do about it? Got to think of your situation.
And my duty to my office.
Henry, today is Christmas Eve. If you send Santa Claus to the nut house on Christmas Eve, you're likely to be up for protest demonstrations, or assaulted, or murdered.
I know, it's desperate. If that young Gailey can figure out the slightest competent authority reference that I can use for a sanity ruling, I will willingly and eagerly give him every possible break. been observing Mr. Kringle very carefully. He seems to be nothing worse than a very kind old gentleman. But, unless something miraculous happens, I will have no alternative but to accept the report of incompetency and have the old guy put away.
Oh, Mother, now that we're here, I'm getting scared. What if Mr. Gailey loses and they send Mr. Kringle away? What if he isn't Santa, just like you said?
Oh, Susan, I probably wasn't right when I told you that. You have to believe in Mr. Kringle. Have faith in him.
Then you think I'll really get my Christmas wish?
Faith is believing in things when common sense tells you not to. We have to believe, Susan, or we never get a thing. We both have to.
I believe. I believe. I believe.
Fred, listen to this. Dear Mr. Kringle, I miss you very much, and I hope I will see you soon. I know it will all come out all right. I believe you are Santa Claus, and I hope you're not sad. Yours truly, Susan Walker. Hey, look at this. P.S. I believe in you too. Love, Doris. Oh, what is Susan, come here.
Mr. Kringle, I believe.
Thank you so much for the letter, Susan. No matter how this hearing ends, I know my efforts will not have been in vain.
It'll come out all right, Mr. Kringle. I know, because I believe.
Thank you.
Hold on to your hat, Chris. You can see nothing yet.
All rise.
Be seated. Do you have any further evidence to submit, Mr. Gailey?
I have, Your Honor. It concerns the Postal Service, an official agency of the United States government. The Post Office Department was created July 26, 1776 by the Second Continental Congress. The first Postmaster General was Benjamin Franklin.
Mr. Gailey, it is indeed gratifying to know all about the United States Postal Service, but I hardly see that it has any bearing on the present case.
Begging your pardon, Mrs. Marr, has a great deal of bearing. Your Honor, if I may be allowed to proceed.
By all means.
I can quote endless details from this volume to verify that the Postal Service is an officially run governmental organization. For example, it became an official branch of the federal government just 22 days after the Declaration of Independence was signed. According to its regulations, all positions are governed by civil service procedures. Promotions are based strictly on merit. Furthermore, postal regulations make it a criminal offense to deliver mail to the wrong party.
Your Honor, the state of New York has nothing but admiration for the United States Postal Service.
Will the court accept the U.S. Postal Service as a valid authority for evidence in this case?
The state will concede the Postal Service is an authoritative organization.
For the record?
Yes, Mr. Gailey, for the record, anything to get on with this case.
Your Honor, I wish to submit 3 pieces of evidence. Please let these be marked Exhibits A, B, and C. These letters are addressed to Santa Claus, USA, in childish handwriting. These letters have just been delivered here in this building to Mr. Kringle by the United States Postal Service. Your Honor, I submit that this is positive proof that a competent federal authority recognizes this man to be the one and only Santa Claus.
Mr. Gailey, 3 envelopes hardly constitute positive proof. I understand the Postal Service receives thousands of such letters every year.
Your Honor, I have further exhibits, but I hesitate to produce them.
All right, young man, bring them on. Put them right here on the bench.
But, Your Honor,
I said put them right here.
Yes, we all like to see them, I'm sure.
very well. Your Honor, every one of these letters is addressed to Santa Claus.
All right. The United States of America believes this man to be Santa Claus. This court will not dispute. Case dismissed.
This is the best Christmas I've ever had. It was so wonderful having dinner with Chris and Dr. Pierce.
All it needs now to make it perfect is snow.
I've never had a feeling like this. I finally understand what it means when you say that faith is believing in things when common sense tells you not to.
Look, it's my house, it's my house!
What does she mean, her house?
I don't know. She's never mentioned anything about a house to me. Susan?
It's a nice-looking house. Probably would be a good real estate investment for someone.
I suppose so.
Although, it's probably a little big for just 2 people. Although it looks, like it would be the perfect size for